today's shoot is a bit of a new one for me. I'm heading to a Aboriginal rock art painting in a cave somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is at all. These locations are usually tried to sort of kept quite discreet, so that they don't get damaged or graffitied or anything like that. So I have a rough idea of where I think it is. I've read like multiple PhDs, bushwalking journals, all sorts of different things to try and find this place. And I've narrowed it down to what I think is about 3 squared kilometers in the middle of a national park. So I'm not confident that I'm going to find it, but I have 6.5 hours of daylight that I plan to use and see what I can find. For the last few weeks I've just been obsessing over topographic maps of the area, so I'm hoping that that will give me some help with finding where I'm going. I say that as I go down a road that I wasn't expecting to be here. I'm sure there'll be plenty of snakes around today. It's just starting to warm up, so I reckon they'll be out in numbers. There's sort of a trail, but it's very overgrown and it doesn't look like it's been used a lot. Walking for about 5 minutes now, and I realised that I left my tripod base plate in the car. So I'm gonna go back and get that. I feel like I can safely leave my tripod here without anyone stealing it. Let's find out. You better be here when I get back. The cave that I'm going to has multiple paintings of dingoes, which is a really good sign of how significant they were to the local people of this land. And obviously, having spoken to a lot of First Nations people around Australia for this documentary, I think it's important just to show how significant dingoes are to so many people. And I think nothing really captures that quite as well as beautiful art. Got it. Right where I left it. That's not the cave I'm looking for, but it looks like there's stuff on there. Might go have a look. I don't think so. I don't know what it would be, but this must be a nest of some sort. This is all poo, and whatever it is obviously brought up all these leaves. That sticks out here too. That's awesome. So I'm now in the area of where I thought it was going to be. There's not really any signs, unless it's down there. What I'm looking for is obviously like an overhang of a rock platform, and it looks like it drops down pretty steep over there. But all of this stuff doesn't really have the formation I'm looking for. According to the map, it drops off like really suddenly, so thinking down here might be a good bet. As I said, like, this place may not even still be here. I was reading like research papers from many years ago and old bushwalking blogs that haven't been updated in years, so I don't know. I could just be in the complete wrong area, but we'll find out. This is where it gets a bit dangerous. All of the loose leaf on top of the rock is super slippery, but I see an overhang over here, so I'm going to try and traverse down the rocks there And then maybe it's under there. I don't think it would be under here. I hope not, because that looks really sketchy. You are kidding. I found it. Oh shit. There we go. This is what I came looking for. It looks like there's a book. And this looks like a guide. So you can see everything that's on there. And then a key to everything. That's amazing. I'm just lost for words. This is incredible. Now it's just to figure out how to film it. It's pretty surreal sitting here, to be honest. In this part of the world, obviously dingoes meant enough to the people that lived here and continue to live here, that they'd be wanting to document it in their art, and now they're dropping 1080 all over the national park here. On the way in I saw signs everywhere saying wild dog and fox baiting everywhere. Makes me think about what the people who painted these caves would think about current dingo management practices when there's prolific poison being dropped all over their land. So there's a big echidna. It's very, very faded, but that's the head of another dingo there, and you can sort of see the outline of its body behind. Two echidnas up here, dingo here, and another echidna there. When they're drawn like this, they look like the long-beaked echidnas from New Guinea, and these guys look like short-beaked, but just incredible to see. I love that its tail's going straight up, its beautiful pointy ears. I can't imagine the history that this place holds. It's really starting to heat up now. I'm just going to head back to the car and drive for a bit, because I want to find some 1080 signs and film them. Oh man, it is good to see you. Very, very good. On the way in, I saw some signs talking about them dropping 1080 poison. I think they're doing it from the air. I'm not sure if they're ground baiting. So I wanted to try and find some signs of that and film it. I was keeping an eye out for baits on the ground, but they're just so hard to spot because, I mean, depending on what they're using, some of the baits that are actual baits are like blue or greeny colour, kind of look like rat poison, and then there's the meat that they've injected with 1080, and that can, well, it always shrivels up in the sun, so it goes all like black and it's really, really hard to see. Central Coast Council drinking water catchment. 1080. Laid from the 27th of the 9th to the 1st of the 11th. So it's being dropped as we speak. Nothing like having one of the most deadly poisons in the world dropped next to your catchment water. Not to mention they're dropping this poison on the same place where there's cave paintings of this very animal that they're trying to kill.